Hey guys, Dan here from Dangerously Fit. In this week's video, I'm covering the Shena Board. The Shena Board is an ancient training tool used by Persian warriors, and the word Shena actually means swimming in Persian, which reflects the rhythm and fluid nature of the movements. Training with the Shena combines dynamic stretching, isometric strength, endurance, coordination and balance. I'm going to go through some of the benefits now. Because the board is raised up off the floor, it gives you greater range of movement into those push-ups, which means you're going to be working the chest, back, shoulders and triceps a lot more, giving you better results. Next up, it's more comfortable for the wrists. Oftentimes when people are doing push-ups on the floor, which can be very taxing on the wrist, very uncomfortable. With these, because it's raised up off the floor, it's much easier to keep your hand and wrist in a neutral position, which is going to be much more comfortable when you're doing your push-ups. Next benefit as well, it gives you more variations on the push-ups that you can do. So with all the standard push-ups that you can do off the floor, you can also do on the Shena board. And then lastly, you get better engagement. Because your push-ups are deeper, you can get into the chest and shoulders a lot more than regular push-ups off the floor. Also as well, when you're doing these types of push-ups, you're going backwards and forwards into the circular motion. Okay, so those types of push-ups, you can get much deeper into the push-ups. You get a nice stretch at the top and at the back. Okay, and you're going to be working your shoulders and chest in different movements. Okay, so you're not just going up and down like you would with a normal push-up, you're going backwards and forwards in a circular movement, which is going to be working your muscles very differently. Not all Shena boards are the same. They come in different shapes, different sizes, different lengths, and made of different materials. Our one here is made of bamboo, so bamboo is super strong. It's one of the most strongest timbers out there. They also come in different shapes as well, so you'll see some which are just straight all the way along. They're your standard Shena boards. These ones have a sword grip to actually grip onto, and I find these a little bit more comfortable when you're doing your push-ups. And then next off, they've got two legs here, which raises the board up off the floor. And then on the bottom, they've got anti-slip grip pads to stop that Shena board from moving. So there's a couple of different ways you can grip the Shena board. If you're doing your traditional Persian style push-ups, then you would use that sword grip. Okay, so you've got your hands over, so it's an overhand grip. But you can also use the Shena board for doing normal push-ups as well, in which case you can either have your hands overhand grip there, but you can also have a neutral grip and then grabbing on outside there as well, which is a wider grip, which is going to work the chest a little bit more as well. And then lastly, if you want to go into a close grip push-up, you can also have your hands on the inside of those legs there. So there's different ways that you can use the Shena board to target muscles differently and to perform different styles of push-up. I'm going to go through a few basic exercises that you can do with the Shena board now. First one is a split stance push-up. So you can either have your feet run about hip width apart or a little bit wider into shoulder width apart. So we're going to start with the hand on the sword grip. You can either have your thumbs over the top or you can wrap it around the grip. I like to have mine over the top. So I've just got the heel of the hand pushing into that sword handle. And then from there, have your feet round about shoulder width apart. And then we're going to drive back into those hips. Try and put your head through the window, keeping your knees as straight as you can, and then lower yourself into the push-up. Just lightly touch the Shena board with your chest. Look straight ahead, so it's a straight line between the crown and the coccyx. Drive down, push back, and then pull your head back in between your arms, and then repeat the movement. So I'm inhaling on the way down, exhaling at the top. Next exercise I like to do on the Shena board is the Hindu push-ups. So this is a progression on the last one. Similar type of movement, but there's going to be more of a circular motion on that descent. So from here, we're going to set up exactly the same before. So overhand grip on the handles, feet nice and wide. Okay, getting in a nice comfortable position there. From there, pushing those hips back so you feel the stretch on those hamstrings. Try and keep the knees as straight as possible. Bring your head back up through that window, so you're looking down, feeling the stretch in the shoulders as well. And then on the descent, I'm going to lower myself down and then pick up the chest nice and high. Try not to shrug through the shoulders, nice and long through the shoulders, and then looking forward and up at the bottom. Get a good stretch out from the core as well. Deep breath in on the way back. And then exhale into that push-up. And another style of push-ups I like to do on a Shena board is the Mike Tyson push-ups. So we're going to set up with our feet flat on the wall with the Shena board out in front of us. So just getting into a comfortable position now where the board's going to be under the chest. Then from there we're going to push back on the hips, okay, and then explode forward into that push-up. So we do our push-up, sit right back, put the head through the window, and then down again. Hey guys, that's it for today's video. Be sure to comment below and let me know how you got on. And if you haven't done so already, remember to subscribe to the channel. If you want to get your hands on a dangerously fit Shena board, I'll leave the links in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.